Spring football practice opens up Monday here in Florence, Alabama. Talking with UNA head football coach Chris Willis as the Lions began preparations for the 2019 season. And coach, 7-3 in the first year of Division I. You've got a lot of key players returning this upcoming season. Where's the excitement level heading into spring training?
Well, I mean, it's a couple of reasons to be excited. Number one, we got most of the, if not all, the staff back. We lost a GA, Ben Thomas going to Tulane, which is a step up for him and an opportunity. And then, so you got the staff back. And then number two, we got a lot of depth coming back at pretty much all the positions except for defensive line is the only position that we're a little bit thin. So many new people going to be coming in for that spot. But overall, it's exciting because you got more guys to evaluate. Spring ball's not on the top of everybody's list. I'm just glad we got great weather and can get outside and enjoy coaching football a little bit and get out of the office. But, yeah, just the fact that we've got so many people returning, and it doesn't mean that we're an experienced older team. We had a lot of youth that went through the system last year, so we got a lot of guys coming back that we get to see them now and compete for 15 practices, kind of see where they can help us on the depth chart.
Coach, let's start on the offensive side of the football. 8 starters returned from a season ago, including Christian Lopez, who will be a senior quarterback this season. We saw a lot of young weapons step up a year ago. How big is this spring practice period for these players going through Ryan Applin's system in year 2?
Well, it's huge. I mean, last year Christian, was picking it up as fast as he could through the summer months. And then, I thought he got better as the season went on. He only threw, I think, 2 interceptions all year. So he made some good decisions. There's some things he's got to work on, though. He's got to trust his pocket a little bit more and sit in there and deliver the ball downfield. And we should have some good competition at the quarterback spot. We got some other guys that's going to get in there and compete with him and hit that position like running back and O-line and receivers and linebackers. We've got good competition all around.
On the defensive side of the football, coach, 13 lettermen returning from a season ago. What are you looking for on that side?
Well, last year was probably a strange year for us to start the season out. Secondary-wise, we're all over the place. Just got beat in different mismatches, and then some guys didn't step up like we thought we're going to step up. And, we've just got to really get that cleaned up, and recruiting is going to fix a lot of that. But we got some guys out here now in the secondary. We get to see what they can do, and they're going to get their opportunity, plenty of reps. Linebacker, we got a lot of, I don't want to call it a lot, but we got some veterans coming back there that understand the system. And then at D-line, we got some guys come back to understand the system. We're just not very deep. We're only going to have about 8-9 guys going through the spring there. So we're just very limited there at the D-line position, but plenty of opportunities for somebody to step up. And you never want to leave the spring 3rd or 4th on the depth chart. You should be, second at worst, maybe even first. And, with new guys coming in, that shuffles around.
Take us through the schedule and the progression as we move through spring training.
Well, we've got 3 helmet practices, I believe it is, and we've got to get 2 of them knocked out here early, the first 2. We're going to go today in helmets and tomorrow in helmets in the morning at 6 a.m., and then we'll come back and go shoulder pad and helmets Wednesday and Thursday, and we'll kind of end it there. We'll turn them loose for spring break, and then for me, it's kind of like we got acclimated, we kind of got organized during them 4 days. We take a break, which is not ideal sometimes, but we're going to really come back after spring break and get after it. To me, that's really spring football. So you get about 15 opportunities. We're going to take 4 of them this week. In the past, we've always only done 2 of these. I thought just because the way this weather's been, you're just so unpredictable. And we're going to have great weather this week, but you just never know this time of the year. So I want to make sure we get a couple extra ones in if we can. So when we do get back in April, if we do run into a day of rain, we feel like we've got that day in based off this first week of spring. So spring game is on the 13th at 1 o'clock. It'll be at Brawley. It will not be your typical split-up draft, purple versus gold type game. We're going to do offense versus defense. It'll look that way, but it'll be offense versus defense, and we'll have to do a point system. Like if defense gets an interception, that's worth some points. So many first downs by the offense is worth points. Not what you want as a fan when you're sitting up in the stands, because it's hard to keep up with. Hopefully we'll have a printout of the points, and that'll make it easy to follow along. But yeah, just looking forward to getting out. It's just a beautiful day today. Can't wait to get outside.
Coach, thank you for the time.
Thank you, Ben.